shooting out of their waves. That's the buildup, okay, of the entire atom that's shooting out of their waves. That's the buildup, okay, of the entire
beautiful spirits.
universe. Okay?
What's going on? This is Myron Magnus. You listen to a segment of pure pugilism, boxing logic. Anthony Joshua versus Gerald Big Baby Miller, June 1st. In this video, Madison Square Garden, must I add, the mecca of boxing. But I think it would be beneficial for Anthony Joshua if he trained for this fight June 1st in New York. And I mean, pack the bags, bring the entire camp somewhere here in New York. Not right here where I'm at, in Washington, D.C., but in New York City. He should train for that fight there. Why? I think he needs to submerge himself into uncharted waters of the personalities within the media, the culture, everywhere. Since it will be his first time fighting in the United States. And since he's a relative unknown to a degree here by the casuals, it would be a great deal, a great thing for him to come to New York and just train here. Make himself fully accessible to the media in every way, shape, or form. To the good and the bad. You understand what I'm saying? He needs to fully get his feet completely wet with the boxing culture here. He don't need to be coddled. He need to just throw himself in there. Put himself through the fire before he steps in the ring June the 1st, in my opinion. He will become acclimated. He will know what to expect. The nervousness, most likely, would have subdued quite a bit. Rock you to sleep. I repeat, do not let them rock you to sleep. Here in the DC area, and maybe other areas, we got this phrase called, he rocked him to sleep. And what that means is exactly what it sounds like. All your opponents that talk the most shit about you, talk about 50-50, talking this, talking that. The whole game plan is, brother, is to wait you out and catch you when you're slipping. Do you hear me? They're trying to wait you out and catch you when you're slipping, when you're less focused, when you're not at the top of your game. Do not let these Bama ass motherfuckers in the heavyweight division rock you to sleep. And that means the managers as well. You and Eddie Hearn must keep optimum focus. Because the game plan is to catch you when you're slacking. You know, Sugar Ray Leonard shared his perspective, or should I say an experience that he had with the great Marvin Hagler. So if I was Anthony Joshua, I do not want to stay in the fire, pardon me, in every exchange. Since Andy Ruiz will have a significant reach issue dealing with Anthony Joshua, that makes him liable to lunge in with 3-punch combinations, particularly a short jab to try to measure, a right and a looping left hook. Often like Tyson, you will have to control Ruiz with the jab. Ruiz has such a reach disadvantage to Joshua that a jab, if Joshua displays a jab that's pretty much more popping like Anthony Joshua jab in the fight against Andy Ruiz Jr., Joshua should control this fight fairly easy. Now, when Joshua wants to go into the fire, he will have to go in with conviction. Andy Ruiz does not have much head movement. He doesn't bob and weave. He's pretty much flat-footed the entire time. Head down, chin down, guards up, waiting to explode. When he's in close range. Oftentimes I notice with Andy Ruiz Jr., in the moment of a tie-up or a clutch, he will sneakily try to separate and unload with the right and the left. It's almost automatic. He tries to do it spontaneously. When he feels perhaps his opponent has lulled to sleep, or should I say, wait for the referees to come in and say split it. He would try to create quick separation to unleash a right and left. And that right, left top, right, left to the bottom, back up and top. His combinations in close range can be devastating. But again, if Joshua controls with the jab, which I suspect he would do like he did later in the second half of the fight against Povetkin before it was stopped, Andy Ruiz will have a struggle getting inside, because Anthony Joshua is longer than Joseph Parker. But if Anthony Joshua chooses to get in the mix and test Ruiz's power, I think he can withstand it. But I don't recommend him trying to do it too often. Anthony Joshua should have nerves, or will have nerves, come June 1st. Of course, by it being his first fight in the United States. Andy Ruiz is a hard rock to crack. He seems like they have a granite chin. Never pretty much looked to be irritated or discouraged in the fight. In that match with Parker, he just kept coming, kept chuggling, and kept the neck down, chin down, and kept waiting for his openings when they were available. So this fight will be a great test. I think Andy Ruiz Jr. is pretty much at the top of the stable when it comes to the PBC heavyweights. Not say he's on Deontay Wilder's level, but given his stature, his ability, he is not far behind. The only way to see how far behind he is of Deontay Wilder, or if he's on his level, is if we could have seen them compete. But Andy Ruiz is a very, very dangerous opponent. Whether he's more dangerous than Gerald Miller would have been, we don't know. But it is an opponent Joshua must be weary of. Joshua must bring his A game, as in Ruiz can inflict tremendous damage, which he's proven with his record. Oh shit! Oh shit!
I know a lot of cats that be swimming with the sharks and they ain't get
what happened?
But they definitely drown. Take a look around, little brother, you surrounded by lions. What you gonna do when it goes down?
Oh,
I know you
boy.
got the heart, but it's you against them.
This what happens when you're not afraid
I'm talking about them L's. You seen what they
to pursue your dreams
passion and still got ripped apart. They hated
over a few
Jesus,
dollar
so
bills.
what you think they gon' do to you?
This is
when
what
they hear your
happens.
sound coming out them speakers, coming out
The
them
new
speakers, coming out them speakers.
heavyweight champion of the world,
Man, let the beat
Andy
rock.
Ruiz
I ain't
rocks.
tripping off these low bammers hating
Yep.
on me blown just cause they weaker.
Yep.
Maybe they should quit, hit themselves in the head with a brick. You ain't dope cause you got
Sport of
dope
boxing
sneakers.
is back.
Let's talk about your crib. You still
Exciting.
living with your mom, so
Unpredictable.
come around my way, yeah.
Good morning, beautiful spirits. This is Myron Magnus. You listen to a segment of Pure Pugilism, Boxing Logic. AJ, Anthony Joshua. I'm going to say this because it needs to be said, brother. You lost your belts here. You need to regain them here in the United States of America. Real talk. I'm a boxing fan first and only. I'm a pure pugilist analyst first, and that is the only right thing to do. You can't run back to the UK to get the home crowd advantage and think that is going to change the outcome for you. You, my brother, need to slim down to about 240, 235. Okay? You better prevent the loss from settling in. You must man up, AJ. And you're not going to the UK, bro. You need to go ahead and have that rematch. Exercise those demons right here in the United States where you got them. Okay? Okay? It's just real talk. Just real talk, bro. You true champion. True champions confront their demons and fears. You gotta go on face to face. Or should I say real men? Because it don't matter if you're in sports or whatever. Would it be great to have it there for the 80,000 people? Instead of whatever was in the Madison Square Garden, 15 or 20,000, I'm not sure. But yes, it probably would. But you're not calling the shots now. Are you still the big draw, big name? Yes. But now so is Andy Ruiz overnight. Andy Ruiz Jr. is now the #1 heavyweight in the world. And Joshua, it only showed good character to have the fight here in the States. Okay? Now running to the UK for the rematch, it's not a good move, champ. Being 100% with you. Because I'm 100% with everybody. 100% on how I feel about Wilder, Dillon, Fury, whatever. Right? I've been critical of all those men. Gotta be critical of you right now. You need to go ahead and have this fight either back in that garden or wherever Ruiz want to have that fight. And man up and take your titles back wherever the venue is, like a true champion should. And that's all I got to say about that. Pure Pugilist fanatics, how you doing? This is Myron Magnus and another segment of Boxing Logics United. The combination or compilation of videos was just me stating my premonition from the beginning once it was first announced Joshua was going to fight here in the States. My opinions, thoughts and my predictions, analysis, and a whole bunch of things leading up to the loss on June 1st. What I hear today that Anthony Joshua has said he would like to have the fight rematch back in the Garden. And I say, my brother, that is what champions do. Wish you the best of luck. Peace. One love.